You've clicked return to cuboid. So now that we've got all of our centers and all of our edges done, the next thing to do is put it back into the cuboid 4x4x6 state, and then we solve it as a cuboid. So we're pretty much done solving it as a 4x4. However, putting it in the cuboid form is similar to that, but we don't need to do so much work. So the extended centers are going to be your top and bottom. I want you to be able to put your whole bottom in and your middles, and then we're going to solve the top like we would a 4x4. The only thing that we really need to make sure that is actually in place is the center layer, and so we'll go through that real quick. Let's take and make a cross on the bottom. Now the cross doesn't have to be white, okay? It can be any color. So let's put this in, let's put that in, and let's put this in. So you can see that I've got 2 yellow pieces, but that doesn't matter because we're just filling in the space and turning it back into a cuboid form. Now we can put in these pieces here, which is sort of like the beginner's method, or it's a little bit difficult to do F2L on this, but I'll explain that in another video later on. So we need to bring these pieces in and down, and you can tell which pieces because they're extended outwards like this. So we can bring that up towards us and back down. And you can see that we're filling in this bottom here. And let's do that with this one as well, up towards us and down. Now we need to fill in these center pieces, but this is where we're going to fill it in as a solved state. Okay, so we're going to do this just like we would any other cube. This is how I do it for the beginner's method at least. I put the blue over the blue, and I see that this is red on top, so we turn it away from the red. We bring the red side up, turn it away from the red, bring the red side down, and now we bring this back, and we just want to put this corner back in, and that will bring in our piece. Very simple. So let's find another one. Here's an orange and green. So here's orange and green. Green's on top, green's on the left, so we turn it away from green, bring the green side up, turn it away from green, bring the green side down. Now we just reinsert this corner into the slot, and that'll fix this for us. So that brought out another one, the red and green. So green's on top, green's on the right, turn it away from green, green side up, turn it away from green, green side down. I could probably tell you an algorithm, but I'm pretty sure that you know this because this is basic 3x3 beginner stuff anyways. So now we just reinsert that, bringing this together, and now we just have the one more to put in. So blue side over blue, orange on top, orange on the left, turn it away from orange, orange side up, turn it away from orange, orange side down, and now just reinsert this and it will fix our centers. So you can see that the whole center now is fixed, and you have to do this. Okay, you have to make sure that this is done. The bottom 2 doesn't matter, the top 2 doesn't matter, but you have to fix the middle ones. Otherwise, you won't be able to solve it as a cuboid in the cuboid form. Now let's say the case that you've put in these 3 and you see that this one is backwards. Okay, well that's pretty easy to deal with. What you got to do is bring it out into the top layer first of all. And we see that this was filled in. Now if this wasn't filled in, you would find another piece and fill it in like that. And now that this is out, we can just reinsert it just as we would the other ones, where put the green over green, red's on top and on the left, so turn it away from red, red up, turn it away from red, red down, and then just reinsert this, and that will bring this together. So now that we've got the middle completely in and we've got these 2 pieces, these 2 layers on the bottom back into the cuboid form, now we deal with the top, and we would do this exactly the same as we would when we're at this stage of solving a 4x4 or a 3x3, but I'm using a 4x4 so we can see that it's the same. Now you can see here, if you know anything about 4x4, that we have parity, because on a last layer orientation, all you can, there's certain rules about it, right? Your center is always done, and then these edges are either in or they're out, and you can never have 3 in like this one and 1 out. Same with this, okay? There's only 1 in, and I know that this isn't yellow on top, but it acts exactly the same because we've put these ones in. Okay, so another thing that you can't have, so this is exactly like this now. Okay, you can never have 1 edge in and 3 out. Okay, you can only have either no edges in, all edges in, or 2 edges in. So as you recall from the beginner's method of solving a cube, you can have either the L shape because there would be one here, or an L shape because there would be one here. Okay, so here we don't have that. We have parity. And so we have to deal with this exactly the same. And you can basically do this parity algorithm from any angle, and we will be able to solve it from there. And the algorithm that I'm going to teach you is going to be a little bit more difficult to understand because of these extended layers. Okay, so basically what it's going to do is it's going to flip these two so they're up. It's also going to, if you did it from this angle, it would flip these two up. So we would have 2 in and 2 out. And same here, it would flip these two up. So we can do it from any angle. I'll choose this angle, why not? And so when we do this algorithm, when I refer to as R, I'm talking about these 2 layers here, okay? Not just this layer, but these 2 layers here. And when I talk about U, I'm talking about this whole bandage top here, okay? That is gonna be U. And F is gonna be this one right here. And you're gonna find that it's gonna become quite shape-shifted during this algorithm, and it might skew your perspective, and you might even wreck your algorithm while you're doing it. So make sure that you do it really closely and really slowly, because you can really destroy your cube, because it's gonna really, it's gonna mess with your mind a little bit, because the cube is gonna shapeshift a lot. So this is the algorithm. Hold it at any angle if you have parity, except for this one, of course. Well, I guess you could even do it on this one. And do this algorithm. R2, B2, U2, L, U2, R prime, U2, R, U2, F2, R, F2, L prime, B2, R2. And you can see that we flipped this one up now. And you can see how shapeshifted that got, right? Now, a lot of the time when you're done these first bottom sections here, you're not going to have parity, and you're going to run into a few different cases on top here. So the first one is just when you have a dot with all these edge pieces outwards, and we're going to do this algorithm from any angle to fix it. We're going to go F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And that will bring us a line like this. It'll flip these two up. Now, sometimes when you're done these bottom ones, you'll just run into a line and you won't have the dot, which is cool because then you only have to do the algorithm that many less times. So when you have the line, I want you to hold the line sideways like this and do that algorithm again. F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And what that did is it made an L, and this is perfect because we only have to do this algorithm one more time. Now, a lot of the time when you're done these first layers here, you'll run into this case and skip the other two, which is also good. So if you come into this case, I want you to do the algorithm again, holding the L in the top left and go F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And that will bring us a cross like this. You know what? I'm pretty sure that you know exactly how to solve a 3x3. So that's basically how you're solving the top. So just go ahead and solve the top like you would a 3x3. I know some algorithms, so I can just do this really quickly. And now we're back into the cuboid form with these pieces here solved. And so now what we need to do is we need to finish the centers because you can see these are all messed up here. So go ahead and click Centers Part 2.